I will strive to create sustainable prosperity worldwide as I hold true to these principles. It is my hope that I may enjoy an honorable reputation and peace of conscience. This pledge I make freely and upon my honor. Thank you very much, my dear students. Please take your seat. Give them a big round of applause. And now we have the presidential address. I call upon Professor Dr. Paulson Mathew Chunkapura, the President and the CEO of London American City College and its sister institution, on the stage to deliver presidential address.
Distinguished diplomats from various countries, respected Provost and Vice President of Academic Administration, Dr. Jim, the Dean of the School of Business and the Chair of the Graduate Studies of Madonna University, Professor Vidal, Mrs. Jim, the Provost of UBS University, Dr. Rodrigo, and the head of the business program, Mr. Clinton, all distinguished delegates, my colleagues, dear parents, and my very dear students. As we are celebrating our 15th graduation ceremony this evening, I wish to congratulate all the graduating students as you will be entering into a new phase of life, especially those who are getting their bachelor's and master's degrees, will be entering into the labor market, either in the local labor market or the global labor market. I am sure that with our dedicated professors and university experts' efforts, you could get immense knowledge and could improve your skills substantially. You all will be able to achieve your career growth, will be able to get your dream jobs, and will be successful in your future career. I wish to share with you one of the persons whom I admired when I was a very young student studying at the primary and secondary level. That person was known as late American President John F. Kennedy, a glamorous, enchanting, dynamic, good-looking, handsome young president, the youngest president America has ever produced, Jack Kennedy or John F. Kennedy, JFK, popularly called. Kennedy was elected as the American president in the 1960 presidential election by defeating Mr. Richard Nixon, who had been the vice president of United States of America for 8 years. Kennedy only had a narrow victory over Richard Nixon. He promised tough defense policies, progressive health and housing programs, and also he wanted to ensure that people are given enough freedom and liberty. Kennedy had a series of television debates with Richard Nixon in which Kennedy appeared very handsome and relaxed, and Richard Nixon appeared tense and nervous. Kennedy was in the White House only for 1,000 days. Only 34 months he remained in the White House. When he was campaigning for his second re-election, he was shot dead by some unknown people on 22nd November 1963. Even though he remained in the White House only for 1,000 days. During those 1,000 days, Kennedy did spectacular or wonderful work for the people of America as well as the people of this globe. Kennedy has been very successful in handling various issues, such as in this 1,000 days, he has been able to efficiently handle the Cuban Missile Crisis in October 1962, has been able to sign the nuclear test ban treaty with Russia in 1963, and when he assumed the position of the American president, the American economy was in recession and slump. His previous president, Eisenhower, was not very successful in bringing prosperity to the American economy. So Kennedy took certain new sets of measures under his program called the New Frontier Campaign, in which he appointed one of the world-renowned economists of the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Professor Paulson Mathew, who was also the first American to win a Nobel Prize in Economics, as his chief economic advisor. With the support of Professor Paulson Mathew and his team members, Kennedy could bring about prosperity in the American economy within 3 years' time. He has also been successful in launching US space program very well, and in addition to all these things, the greatest quality of JFK or Jack Kennedy was that he was very compassionate and kind to the poor people of this globe. Kennedy was very determined to provide personal freedom and liberty to the people, and he did everything possible to help the people who were starving in the developing world. When Kennedy was shot dead in 1963, on 22nd November 1963, I was a primary school student in one of the schools in India. My teachers were in tears. Some of them were literally crying. We, the small children, asked the teachers, "Why are you crying?" They said, "The American president, John F. Kennedy, is shot dead at Dallas in Texas today. So we are very sad." Then we asked them, "Why are you so sad that the American president is passed away today?" They said, "The milk many poor children in the school drink and the food they eat have been supplied by the United States of America under the able leadership of Kennedy." Kennedy was so kind to the poor. He wanted to see that people living in poor countries, especially the young children studying in schools and people who are suffering from various kinds of diseases and miseries, should be helped. He has been very kind. He has provided enough quantity of food to many countries in Asia and Africa during his 34 months of tenure as the President of the United States. President Kennedy, while assuming office on 20th January 1961, gave his presidential address, which was very impressive. He was the youngest American president. At the age of 25, Kennedy became a senator. By the age of 43, he became the American president, the youngest ever American president. He has appointed a cabinet full of young, able personalities, including some of his opponent party, Republican party's talented young people. He also appointed his brother Robert and trusted him fully as the Attorney General, even though he was only 34 years old. Kennedy really went up while just addressing the nation as well as the world. He pinpointed to ensure liberty and freedom of people that let every nation know, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, and oppose any foe to assure the survival and success of freedom and liberty of the people. This much we pledged and more. He was very much particular about the liberty and freedoms of the people. During his time, a third of the world was communist. Communism was dominant in the former Soviet Union, the Union of Soviet Socialist Republic, in China, in Cuba, North Korea, Vietnam, and many of the East European countries like East Germany, Poland, Czechoslovakia, Romania, Bulgaria, and all these countries. So Kennedy was aware that a group of people or a group of nations were not supporting democratic ideas. So he sought the support and cooperation of those people who were not agreeing with his policies. He wanted to help the people who were suffering in different parts of the world. And so to help the poor people, Kennedy asserted, to those people in the huts and villages of half the globe, struggling to break the bonds of mass poverty and misery, we pledge our best efforts to help themselves for whatever period is required, not because we seek their votes, but because it is right. He said, the torch has been passed to a new generation of Americans. He asserted that if a free society cannot help the many who are poor, it cannot save the few who are rich. Let all our neighbors know that we shall join with them to oppose aggression anywhere in any part of the world. To those nations who would make themselves our adversary, we offer not a pledge, but we request that both sides begin anew the quest for peace. He wanted peace in the global economy. Stressing about the importance of negotiation, Kennedy said, let us never negotiate out of fear, but let us never fear to negotiate. Let both sides, means opposing sides as well as supporting sides, explore what problems unite us instead of finding those problems which divide us. Let both sides seek to use the wonders of science instead of its terrors like atom bomb. Together let us explore the stars, conquer the deserts, eradicate disease and poverty, tap the ocean depths, encourage arts and commerce. Let both sides join in creating a new endeavor, not a new balance of power, but a new world of law, where the strong are just and fair, and where the weak people are safe and secure, and the peace preserved. All this will not be finished, and he said, all this will not be finished in the first 100 days, nor will it be finished in the first 1,000 days, nor in the life of this administration, nor even perhaps in our lifetime on this planet. But let us begin, or let us make a new beginning. In your hands, my fellow citizens, more than mine, will rest the final success or failure of our goals. And Kennedy was also very, very particular about the people who were suffering from various kinds of problems. He told the world leaders, let us all get united and let us all fight together against the common enemies of human beings. Tyranny, poverty, diseases, and the war itself. He asked the people of the world, can we fight against these enemies a grand global alliance, north and south, east and west, that can assure a more equitable life and fruitful life for all mankind? Will you join in this historic effort? The energy, the faith, and the devotion which we bring to the endeavor will light our country and all who serve it, and the glow from that fire can truly light the world. And so, my fellow Americans, Kennedy said, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. And he told the world citizens, my fellow citizens of the world, ask not what America will do for you, but what together we all can do for the freedom and the liberty of the people. Finally, whether you are citizens of America or citizens of the world, ask of us here the same high standards of strength and sacrifice which we ask of you. You know, he was also very much worried about the Berlin Wall, which was inserted by the East Germans. Germany was a country together. In 1961, a German wall was built by people from East Germany or East Berlin. Their main plan was, because many people were living in East Germany and going to West Germany, and there was no freedom in East Germany and so much freedom in West Germany. So Kennedy was asked by many leaders to attack East Germany and demolish the Berlin Wall, but Kennedy was not willing to do that. Kennedy said, only through negotiations, only through conciliation and arbitration, we can really bring down the wall. So Kennedy visited the West Berlin in 1963, and then while visiting West Germany, he said, even though America is several thousand kilometers away from Germany, all Americans are with you. Okay? He said, this wall is against humanity. It has separated wives and husbands, brothers and sisters, parents and children, and it is totally bad. Germans want to live together. So he requested the East Germans to bring down the wall. Even though it did not happen, after 26 years of his death, the Berlin Wall collapsed in 1989 and 1990. Germany was again unified. So Kennedy's prophecy and his dream came true. While visiting West Berlin, Germany said, freedom is indivisible, and when one man is enslaved, all are not free. Freedom is indivisible, and when one man is enslaved, all are not free. He said, America pledges its support for the unification of Germany. If there is no unity in Germany, there will be no peace in Europe and there will be no peace in the world. So he was insisting that there should be global peace, global understanding and global prosperity. While visiting West Berlin in 1963, okay, he made a rousing speech in which he said, okay, all the people who are living in different parts, freedom, all the people who are living in different parts of the world, all Berliners, all the people who believe in freedoms are Berliners. And as a free man, I wish to say that I am a Berliner, okay, which means, he said, he is also a Berliner. He said, ich bin ein Berliner, a German word which means I am a Berliner. Okay, and today, Kennedy is remembered for his wonderful work, and we children, remember, now you are acquiring good qualifications from Madonna University, UPS University, and other institutions by studying with us. You will be having a bright future. You will be having a great career growth. But do not forget your parents. Your parents have sweat day and night. They have sacrificed their life for your growth. And so please take care of your parents as best as you can when you occupy good positions. And again, I also wish to tell you that whenever you are in good positions, you must also remember about the people who are less privileged, people who are suffering from various kinds of illness and miseries. Please see that a small portion of our earnings are given to the real needy and the suffering masses. That is humanness, that is what is very important in today's life. You must also remember that your Dean and Managing Director, Professor Dr. Kaup, has been working day and night to ensure that you get your course completed on time with very high CGPA, and for which you should really give him a big round of applause. Dr. Kaup is the Dean and Managing Director, and he has worked for you so many years, okay, without making anything. Same way, I wish to say that our Provost, Vice President of Academic Administration, Dr. Jim from Madonna University, and Professor Nidal, the Dean of the School of Business and the Chair of the School, Ms. Joyce Cook of the School of Business, have also worked very hard to assist you and help you in various occasions. Okay, you must be thankful to them, and I express my heartfelt thanks to all of them for their wonderful support that they have extended to our students and to us all these years. I also wish to tell you that our friends from UBS University, Mr. Clinton, and the Provost Dr. Rodrigo also have helped you and our institution in many ways, and I express my gratitude and thanks to both of them. I also wish to express my sincere thanks to all my colleagues, all my teaching staff and non-teaching staff. They have worked day and night to make this function a great success and to achieve our guarantee a good career for all our students. Have a wonderful evening. Have a great day.
Thank you very much, Dr. Paulson. I request Dr. Paulson to be on the stage, please. We wish to felicitate some of our guests who have come from the Madonna University as well as from UBS University. Before that, I wish to read two messages. One quick message we have from Dr. Michael Rendillo, which is also appearing on the web page, and all his message covers the following. Madonna University, a remarkable place established by the Phoenician sisters more than 75 years ago as a Catholic independent college dedicated to the liberal arts, career prep and public service. It's a great privilege for me to witness members of the Madonna University family living out our Franciscan values. As a community of student, alumni, faculty, staff and benefactors, we will continue to achieve great things as we carry on the legacy of the Phoenician sisters. I am deeply grateful for this opportunity to work with a fantastic team of faculty, staff and to serve the students, alumni, parents, benefactors and friends of Madonna University and surrounding communities. I look forward to all the changes, challenges, chances for success that lie ahead and hope that Madonna can be a part and parcel of your educational pursuit as well as place for you to grow as a person. We have one more message from Dr. Deborah Den, Dean of the Graduate School of Madonna University. Dear graduates, on behalf of the Graduate School and the graduate faculty at Madonna University, I congratulate you on your graduation and achievement, completion of highly sought after and respected MBA degrees. We are proud of your accomplishment and proud to count you amongst the more than 28,000 exceptional alumni of Madonna University. Achieving your graduate degrees has required patience, persistence, hard work, and single-minded dedication, and I encourage you to continue to apply these same trials throughout your life. For these trials, combined with the knowledge and skills you have gained throughout your master's degree program, will enable you to achieve your life and career goals. It has been said that what you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become. The journey you have taken throughout your education is a journey of becoming, discovering yourself, refining your beliefs, learning new things, and building new skills. Once again, it is my pleasure to congratulate you on this milestone achievement and wish you continuous success in all your future endeavors. Thank you very much for all the best messages, and let me first call upon His Excellency Mr. Tarita Yatagoda, the Consul General of Sri Lanka, to come over to address our students. The Consul General of Sri Lanka, I request one of our staff to kindly hand over a bouquet as a mark of respect and appreciation to the Consul General of Sri Lanka. Give a big round of applause, please. Yeah. I request the Consul General to address the gathering, please.
Dean of London American City College, and the professors came all all over from US to attend this important occasion from Bachelor University and other universities. Students who are passing out or rather graduating this night, and ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a great pleasure for me to join you all at this very important occasion of this graduation. And we all know that it's a very important occasion for all these students who have officially commissioned today to commence their proceedings, to come up in ranks, to hold the positions that we all are holding today. In fact, I know that you all have been well equipped with the latest knowledge and the technology, thanks to the university, and I'm not mentioning anything about that. I'm pretty sure you have rigorously gone through all this academic excellence, thanks to the university which is well known, and I'm pretty sure that you are excelling in your subject what you are doing. At the same time, I have passed on you one important message, that is, in fact, the technology and all latest developments will always be important for us to have a more convenient or rather comfortable modern living in the 21st century. But that will not ensure having a earth that we can live in peace. So, education without humanity is a failure everywhere in the world. So, I would like to request all of you to be mindful in your process, rather processing toward your success, to maintain ethical standards wherever that you go. That would be the only way to ensure having peaceful world tomorrow. So I wish to take this opportunity to congratulate you and wish you all the very best in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I request His Excellency to be here. We want to felicitate our guest from United States of America. Before that, I would like to call upon Dr. B.K. Yusuf to kindly come over here to felicitate our guest. Bouquet as a mark of respect and honor. I request Dr. Paulson to kindly hand over a bouquet to Dr. B.K. Yusuf. And please stay back here. For Dr. B.K. Yusuf. Yes. Now we wish to honor, I request Dr. B.K. Yusuf, His Excellency, to do the honor to our US guests. Okay. We have Dr. Jim O'Neill, the Provost and Vice President of Medora University, is all the way from Michigan State, and we would like to confer an award of excellence in leadership award to be given by London American City College. I request His Excellency to kindly hand over a bouquet as well as this award to. Give a big round of applause, please. We have one more thing to be given, probably, and this also. Dr. Jim, can you please come over here? Dr. Jim. Something else also for you? All the way traveling 10,000 kilometers. Now I request Dr. Jim O'Neill to address the gathering. Dr. Jim O'Neill, please come over.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kaup. Diplomats, distinguished guests, parents, family members, loved ones of the students, the faculty, the staff, and most importantly today, the students of the graduating class of 2018. You should clap louder for yourselves. It's a wonderful day. I see a lot of happy graduates. We're so glad to come over, as mentioned, over 10,000 kilometers to be with you. We have special guests here who are also going to talk. We're very happy to be here also because where we come from, 10,000 kilometers away, it's snowing. There's snow on the ground. It is 0 degrees Celsius where we come from. So we're very happy because it's warm here, and we're happy to be in the warm weather, so thank you. I have 4 things to ask of you, the graduates. 4 things. Are you ready? All right. It's not going to be a quiz, don't worry. All right. So first of all, we're also excited because this is the 15th year, the 15th graduation ceremony celebration for students from London American City College. That's quite a celebration. So when you graduate, as you will be, it gets so exciting. A day like this goes by very quickly, sometimes too quickly. So the first thing I'm going to ask all of the students, and I will also ask the same thing of the parents and loved ones of the students. 15 years ago, what were you doing? Think about what you were doing. You were probably in 1st grade, maybe 2nd grade. You were little, right? Your parents were taking care of you. They were nurturing you. They were supporting you. You were going through school, you were starting your education. And that was a big deal then. That was very important to you. And it was very important to your parents as well. They were very proud of you. Every milestone, every graduation, every class, every time you went to another grade, it was another stepping stone towards success. 15 years ago, London American City College was honored to have Dr. Paulson and Dr. Kaup with 7 students in the first graduating class. 7 students from Adana University. Today, there are 107 students, 15 years later. And from what I understand, there are hundreds of students that have come between 2003 and 2018. It's a wonderful accomplishment, wonderful. So that's the first thing. So you've thought about what you've done, you thought about when you were young. Now I want to ask 3 more things of you. Now that you're graduating, now that you're celebrating, you're officially ambassadors. You have become ambassadors of this program. So as an ambassador, and carrying on the values that you've learned from this program and from your family, I ask of 3 things. First, serve others. Support others. You've learned how to do that through your parents and loved ones. You've learned the support and love from the program, from the staff, from the faculty here. Carry on that tradition. So that's the first one. 2 more. Ready? Okay. As ambassadors, it's also important to understand how to bring others into this program. Obviously, you're successful. I bet you know at least 2 other people who can be successful as well. So talk about what you've experienced with your friends. Talk about what you've experienced with people who you meet, who you eventually will work with. And share what you've learned, but also encourage them to come into this program. And then lastly, pray. Pray for yourselves, pray for your family, pray for your loved ones, pray for the future success of this program, and pray to God. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jin. Wonderful individual, very highly talented, and taken up the Provost and Vice Presidentship of Medina University. We would like to call upon our diplomat, Her Excellency Ms. Samantha Gifty, the Consul General of Ghana, on the stage, please. Give her a big round of applause. With one request of ours, she is all the way from Ghana to UAE and to our graduation ceremony. Before I hand over the podium to her, we would like to appreciate her with a bouquet to our Consul General of Ghana. A big round of applause, please. Thank you. I request the Consul General to kindly address the gathering, please.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. The President and CEO, the Dean and Managing Director, learned professors and academic staff, Excellencies, the media, family and friends, my special graduates, congratulations. I consider it a great honor to be invited to speak to you on this important and joyful occasion as guest of honor, and most importantly, a representative of my dear country, Ghana. At the same time, I deem it a great responsibility as a retired educationist with significant level of experience across a wide range of educational levels, understand the efforts that an institution like the London American City College puts in, and the commitments and hard work the students endure to get to this stage, as well as feel the joy that comes with graduation and the challenges that lie ahead. The London American City College is one of the proactive higher educational institutions in the United Arab Emirates that is contributing to achieve the progressive educational policies of the UAE. It is making some impacts in the current knowledge revolution and evolving trends of globalization of higher education through collaborating with a number of higher institutions to develop individuals with the right knowledge and skills, competencies, and attitudes to compete successfully in this information age. You all agree with me that a graduation is a special instance, a time of celebration and triumph, and marks the end of one period and the beginning of another in the development. It is a time of contemplating a new chapter and opening a door into the world of work. Hence, a great honor to share some few thoughts about the best possible ways to understand and confront life after graduation. The metaphor of earning a college degree, as one conceptualized by a student, is like gaining a scholarship to study abroad. It is exciting, but what we get out of our experience abroad will depend on how we deal with the many challenges as well as with the cultural shock. Those who are patient, open-minded, and are willing to work hard to adjust to the new environment will succeed. To students graduating tonight, my message to you is simple. The world has undergone an astonishing rate of progress over the last 30 years, from fixed telephone lines to emails and now to social media networks like Facebook, Google, Twitter, etc. This progress is at the heart of who we are and touches on both the present and the future. Your chances of securing jobs will depend on how you understand and proactively engage in this network society. Do you rely on the traditional advertised jobs and headhunting approaches, or the interconnected networks of social media? The answer is social networks are now a growing part of our world of technology. Those who engage actively and strategically succeed. Those who refrain are left behind. You should consider yourself as the architect of your own success. You belong to a group who have been equipped to effectively face the challenges of this time. Hence, you should look beyond just getting a job in a company or organization to considering setting up your own businesses. Students like you have clearly demonstrated this capability, and you can also do it. For example, Larry Page and Sergey Brin started Google in their mid-20s during their studies in the university, and many more examples in your own context. As you go into the challenging world of work and professionalism, you cannot be content with your expertise in one domain. You must continue to reflect on and decode what happens in society in order to act on it in collaboration and in concerted efforts with others. This also means regularly updating your knowledge and skills to reflect the dynamics of society and to remain competitive wherever you find yourself. Finally, your personal disposition, discipline, ethics, diligence, reflective, initiative, intuitive, innovative, collaborative, commitment, and self-confidence are some of the essential personal characteristics that are essential for success in the new phase of life we are moving into. To tell you a bit about my country, under the able leadership of His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, Ghana has embarked on strategic policies to attract external investors and partners through creating an enabling environment and conducive to harness this. You are most welcome to Ghana. Be part of the emerging and exciting developments in Ghana. I wish you the best in your next stage of life. I'm confident that you are well prepared and ready to embrace the challenges that lie ahead. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. We would like to do the next honor. He is the chairperson of graduate programs and the director of international programs, and also the professor of School of Business, and will be the dean of School of Business from this fall onwards, none other than Professor Nidal Bozisi from Medora University. Please welcome him. So now I request our His Excellency, the Consul General of Ghana, to kindly come over and do this honor. Professor Nidal, highly talented, very energetic. I request Professor Nidal to kindly address the gathering. Professor Nidal.
Good evening, everyone. Diplomats, distinguished honors, guests, parents, and of course, most importantly, the students. Let me start by saying I'm very, very honored to be here tonight, and thank you for allowing me to be part of your celebration. On behalf of myself and the Medora University School of Business, I would like to congratulate you on your superb accomplishments. You have reached the end of your studies. Congratulations. It is the culmination of years of hard work, and you have worked diligently to get to this point. This is, I am sure, a jubilant occasion for all of you, and I would like you to know that the faculty, staff at the School of Business share in your joy. Whatever you choose to begin your career or elect to continue your studies, I know you will be well prepared to influence, lead, and succeed. The faculty and I have relished having the opportunity to work with you, and I hope you have found the experience to be enlightening, beneficial, and enjoyable. Congratulations again on your graduation, and I wish you the best in your future endeavor. I have one question to ask from you. Dr. O'Neill asked 4. I only have one. Work hard and play harder. That's it.
Thank you very much, Professor Nidal. I would like to call upon Dr. Bharat Bhutani on the stage, please, and I request Dr. B.K. Yusuf to kindly applaud Dr. Bharat Bhutani for attending our graduation. Sir, you are going to issue some of the certificates, and I request you to be on the stage, please, for a moment. We want to do the third honor to the best person from School of Business, the Data Management Specialist and the Overall Record Management Specialist from School of Business, Vedana University. Give a big round of applause, please. And this is where it goes to Joyce Cook. Award for Exemplary Services 2018 given from London American City College. For exemplary services, last several years she has been serving the student community with all the types of applications, the processing of the applications. Wonderful to have you here, and she's our dear sister all the way from United States of America to Dubai. Thank you very much, sir. I request you to be seated. And I call upon Ms. Joyce. We'll have a few more speeches, and we are going to start with the certificate distribution ceremony very soon. So let us hear our sister, Ms. Joyce Cook from United States of America.
Good evening. And it's a great evening. It's an unforgettable day. My message is primarily to the students because it is the day. I want to extend my heartfelt congratulations to all the graduates of 2000.